All right, we have to move along. We're working with the fact that even though we have a long modal cage, okay, where we've got our nice Ionian, okay, I took a little chance that I had a good open string there, but you know we have open strings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it has a wonderful sound. It's such a refreshing change from the P4 with the tuning third too. So you know this. You know you're going. Oops. You could get a high B there, but you can't because that's too high a string. You'd have to get a special string put up there. But you know, it would be the same tuning, you know, and the same string shape builds. That's the important part. So we've covered the fact that your hand is only going to deal with this many notes. Okay, the hand is only going to deal with this many notes. We're going to do this guy, we're going to do this one, and this one. So these guys, we're not worried about them right now. But when we get to the D, we would do that. Okay, so let's see what we got there. Where would we find that D? Okay, right next door, we've got the D right there. So remember, what we had over here was root, and then we have the D string shape that's right next to it. But really, if we want to deal with that D, we're going to have either a capo there, or we're going to be playing in B flat with the C as the second. So we'd still be able to do that shape there. Let's look at that shape that we didn't get there. Now usually, as you know from guitar, let's switch over to guitar for a second, focus on the guitar, not the chart. When you have an E shape, see? Now we're just going to raise it up to a minor. For the C to a D shape. With the guitar fiddle thing, we've got right here. Now for that D minor shape, we're going to go over here to that D minor shape. We're going to change it. So first of all, what do we got to do? We got to hit this 3, 5, this 3 right, this D right here. Let's see, we got the 2, 3, 4. So we should be hitting a D minor there. Okay, why is it going into 3? Okay, the reason why it still says 3 here is because this is Ionian in the D minor box. So this is how you would play. This is the second position of the root. Okay, so it is similar to what we were doing, but we would have to start from the 2 here. So this would be the 2 here. So we could put the capo right there on the 2 there, just to make sure we can get those notes instead of me having to finger bar it. Just for the class, we've got the 3, the root, and the 5. Now we got these shapes have got to become familiar to you now. Oh yes. Now we've got an open 5 up there, we've got an open root up there, so we don't have to do anything but these 3 notes here. Okay. I think I have the capo on the wrong thing. Alright, my bad. This root 5 here, these are not open strings. They're not open strings, so they're going to be difficult, so we might want to select this 3 here and just play the bottom 4 notes in that position. Again, we're dealing with hand limitations of how you can make a chord. You can kind of mute that top string. Okay, so that's the equivalent of doing this. That's the second position. That's not the minor second. So let's look at the minor second would be in what? In the Dorian fretboard right here, 2, 4, 6. So in this particular diagram right here, we could do it from the open string here, or we could do it from Dorian. It doesn't matter. From the Dorian over here, we can do Dorian. From the Dorian. We'd have to put the capo on again, Mr. Capo. We got to move along here, but I think we've gotten our feet wet with this. We've got a 2, we've got a 6, and we got a 4. These chords, the majors and the minors, are all the same. They're all the same. The majors, again, we're going to go 3 root 5. Look at that. It looks like a backwards E. You know, if I take this, okay, and I copy it, and I draw it here, all right, and I paste it in, but now I go up here to image, and I go horizontal flip. Is that not our E? Well, kinda. It isn't really, but maybe if we flip it again, and we do a vertical flip on it, yeah, it's starting, and then we'll do another horizontal flip on it. Sorry for all these flippings. There's our E. You see, so that it's kind of, everything's kind of backwards when you get to this cello guitar thing. All right, so when we're playing with the capo right there on the 2, we'd have again like that. It becomes very easy, okay, and then a whole step over, and what we're looking at there is the D and the A. So we've got D, A, F, D, A. By the way, we've got to finish up the lesson here. You know, so obviously in our Ionian, we could do the second there with using the fret nut as the capo, and we'd have to start that down here, and the shape of that chord is going to be 2, 6, 2, 6, and then just hit this F. So these are different positions. I want to show you something cool. It's time up. So, you know, experiment, have a good time, get some good sounds, find out what sounds you're making, and then, you know, from there you would want to go to the 4th. You know, it's something like all right, so that's the gist of it. We're going to be getting into this stuff more. I'll be identifying these chords for you, you know, and the 5th and everything, but essentially it's going to be identifying the major shape and the minor shape, and we're going to be seeing that kind of stuff. So we want to build the basic pattern build on these things is so easy, because this is all triads, so 5's the same. Starting on 5, we're going to go 5, 7, and but of course we've got that broken chord to worry about, so it's mostly going to be looking at like 5, 2, 7, these kind of shapes here, or 2, 7, 5. But notice how we got the same thing going on. So we start here, our root is 5, so we go 5 down here, then we got 5, 5, 5. This should be a 5. Let's see. Okay, so we're going to be looking for patterns like 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. So you know in P5 we've got these really easy pattern builds, and you build them with the intervals. The interval, we go up a 5th, okay, and up one more. That's going up a 6th kind of thing. All right. Hey, we're out of time. We'll get into all this stuff later, the intervals and the shapes of the chords, and making it as easy as we can do. Hey, if you like these videos, like and subscribe. Follow the instructions below to access Andy's free guitar chart videos. It's been a real good day, and keep watching. and keep playing.